finally you have understood the use of dollar command and this today function. So now let me delete this thing which we have used before. Now I want to just whatever I will do, automatically it will be captured over here. So now I am going to use this three command, like done for D, right, work in progress for W, and close some action items it is required to be closed, right? So these three things I have to use in my Excel. So alter HOI, right, and alter HOA, which I have taught you in my previous lecture series, and I want to just border it to alter HBA. So border it will automatically captured, and I want to align this thing. So alter HAC for center, again it is replaced with left align. So I have to press alter HAC for center align each and everything. You can check from here also that these both are center aligned. This is just for formatting and layout. Now I want to prepare this drop down list. So what I have to do, you have to go to this data. In that data you have to go to this data validation drop down and data validation, right? Now I want to create list. There are so many options which you can do from this: whole number, decimal, list, date, time, text length, and custom. I want to use this list command. So after selecting list, it will automatically update between from which to which you want to use. This O2, O column O to 2 row 2, column O to row 4, row 3, right? So how we will do this? In this source we have to click. By selecting this 3 cell, it will automatically captured. So but unfortunately we have selected till row 4, but I want to till row 3. By pressing this 3 you can also do this thing, or else you have to again drag. It will be automatically selected. So it is selected as a plus, so it will captured that we want to make a list of these 3 things and again 3 things. So in drop down it will be calculated as 2 times, but I want to calculate as a 1 time. So I will delete this thing, and O1 to O3 input message. If other thing will be appeared, I want to show some message like please choose from drop down, choose from drop down, and here you can show this error, please select proper field from drop down, right? An error message. This is input message. It will be show when this message when cell is selected. An error alert, stop. This message I want to convey to over here, and I am writing this error, right? Okay. So now whenever I will go, it will be show me this 3 option: D, W, or C. So in this lecture you have understood this data validation use, and it will be used to create this drop down list or any data validation function. If you want to delete this thing, by selecting this cell you can delete clear valid you have to go to again this data validation and clear all, and okay, so it will be deleted, right? But I want to apply this whole thing to my till my Excel sheet, so I have to select this thing till where my data exists, and I have to create data validation. I have to use list, and same thing you have to do for creating for each and every cell. So whenever you will select this each and every cell, it will be select DW, automatically drop down will be created. But what happen when you select afterwards? So there is no drop down. You have to copy this formula to this. For that you have to control D, so this drop down automatically will be taken out from Excel. I want to right now delete this, so shift spacebar and control minus. This full row will be deleted with data validation rule, and I want to delete this data. Delete will delete the whatever you have typed, not this data validation. For data validation you have to fully delete this cell, or you have to remove from this text. But whenever maybe it happens that you may feed this data validation rule in many of the another part of this one sheet. For removing this you have to just select this thing, and you have to by selecting delete this data validation, you have to select any value and it okay, it will automatically remove all the data validation rules which you have applied in this Excel. But right now I want this thing, so I have done Control Z and automatically it will again capture. So in this tutorial you have learned this data validation rule. I will teach you in next lecture another more functions which will help you in your future planning for expertise in Excel. So what you have learned till now, this data validation. Under that you have learned list, prepare, log, drop down. Right. So now we will meet you in next lecture.